Back here in the bottom of the sixth inning, where Scotty Adelman, the right-hander, is coming to relieve Will Reddick for Chillicothe. Peter Johnson's at the plate. Scotty Adelman making his third appearance of the season. Has a 1-0 record. Has thrown 3 1/3 innings with a 5.4 ERA and 2 strikeouts. This ball's fly down the left field line, foul by Peter Johnson. So he quickly is down 0-2. Adelman looking to get out of this inning that Reddick was unable to finish due to the pitch count rule. Daniel Young, the right fielder, on first for the Cornbelters. Pitches outside, but Young goes. And he's gunned out on the delayed steal to end the inning. Braden White throws him out as Adelman and as Peter Johnson, the left fielder, takes the spot at the plate. 0 for 2 in the ball game. He watches the first pitch for a strike. Scotty Adelman still on the mound for the Paints. Started his at bat versus Peter Johnson before Daniel Young was thrown out, stealing. Johnston swings and misses at that one and is down 0-2. Cornbelters and Chillicothe Paints will be back in action tomorrow at the Corn Crib for the second game of this 2-game series.
Be a fun time. As far as I know, the weather will be pretty solid. Let me do a check of that real quick so I don't accidentally lie.
Johnson's able to stay off that one as the count's back even at 2. Johnson watches that one. He's rung up for the first out of the inning. Adelaide now finally gets through a batter, and it's a strikeout.
And that's a really solid at bat for Adelman. Threw some really solid pitches, some that weren't quite there, but eventually punching out Peter Johnson, who's a hard batter to strike out.
Today is the first of 8 games in 8 days for the Cornbelters, so trying to save their bullpen is big as they won't have the luxury of a day off, as tomorrow they get Chillicothe before 2 games on Thursday and Friday versus Champion City Kings before traveling to face Cape Catfish for a 2-game series, followed by a home and a home versus Danville before getting their first day off on July 26th. Jackson Blemmer, the shortstops at the plate. Just trying to do anything to keep the Cornbelters alive here. As he fouls one off. Count 1-2. Blemmer holds off at that one, and the count is even at 2. Holds off on that one, and the count is full. Blemmer stays alive and fouls that one off. We'll say the Cornbelters dugout, despite being down 13 runs, they're into this game. They're standing up on the edge of the dugout on the stairs, supporting their guy. Even though this game is a long way away from being close, but gotta love that, the camaraderie between these guys.
And that's something that I've seen all year from the Belters. Their dugout is passionate. They treat each other like family.
Blemmer fouls another off to stay alive. In a short amount of time since they came together in the end of May. These guys have built a bond and really became close as one.
They really have. Go back to the very beginning of the season.
One more draws to walk there. It's great to see, though.
It really is. They've been through a lot. They've been through the beginning of the season where they were the second best team in the league for a little while there. Going through all those walk-offs and a 9-game losing streak. This team's gone up and down, back and forth, every which way, and that just strengthens those bonds.
At the plate now is Carson Waddell, who's pinch hitting for Clay Kahn.
Interesting move. This late in the game. Not really sure why.
Breaking ball is over the zone. Strike one. Decent sized lead from Glenmore over at first. You wonder if he goes at all during this at bat. This ball's chopped to third. Third baseman Wilson throws to second. Over to first with a double play. But the first baseman, Victor Figueroa, is not able to hold on for the third out of the inning.
What a close play there, Drew. That was within a half step or two. It was almost the end of the game, but there's still a tiny, tiny sliver of hope left for the Belters.
Down to their final out here. Tyler Castro, the center fielder, takes his spot in the box. Looks like the Cornbelters have another pinch hitter on deck. Is James Harris is on deck, not Case Anderson. Castro takes the first pitch inside.
Perhaps the Belters just trying to avoid some type of injury in a game that's long been over, saving them for tomorrow's game or some games after that.
I do want to give a correction. It is actually Ben Karpowicz at the plate, not Tyler Castro, another pinch hitter. So, yeah, it looks like the Cornbelters are giving everyone, different guys a chance at the plate now. Karpowicz, guy we'll likely see tomorrow. It's the usual starter. As he takes that pitch inside. Count 2-1 to Karpowicz. Karpowicz watches it, but it catches the inside corner as the count is even at 2 as the Cornbelters are down to their final strike. Karpowicz watches as that ball goes by him for strike 3, and that will be the ball game. As the Chillicothe Paints win it 16-3 via the mercy rule through 7 innings. Will Reddick will be credited with the win as Porter Kahn